Hello, tribe of SoulFire alchemists, otherwise known as luminous beings of light. Thank you for joining me here at the SoulFire Alchemists. I'm your host, Dr. Beth. I come to talk to you today a little bit about remembering your sacred wise child and how it's always important to keep in touch with that love wisdom, that heart wisdom. And this is something a few years ago that I talked about quite a bit. And I'm reminded by my own Jupiter energy as I enter into a Jupiter return. And it's kind of something that's been working with me anyway over the last year, but it's going to be exact in April. And at the same time, it's going to be conjuncting Uranus. For those of you who love astrology and have followed my videos in the past. Those of you who don't, come out to a class or meeting or join me on one of my live programs. We go really in depth into astrology. Sometimes we touch on Sabian symbols, which is part of a new study I'm doing right now. But today I've just had my class. I'm, yes, always on a path of learning. And as it happens, after losing my dad and my brother this year, about that, my camera's having some trouble focusing. Like all of us can have from time to time. But losing my brother and my dad this past year in 2023, and then dealing with the second biggest healing crisis of my life, second only to dying 11 years ago, which is in that 12-year Jupiter cycle. I've had to rise like a phoenix out of the ashes again. And I'm super excited about having given birth to this new ministry, SoulFire Ministries, also a project sponsored by the ministry called Appalachian SoulFire Shamanic Arts. A while back, right after my father passed away, I had put out a video to you guys talking about looking for artists, people who are creative arts, right? Craftsmen, craftswomen. So if you're at performance arts, if you're an actor, a comedian, a singer, a dancer, you play an instrument, it really doesn't matter. All art is shamanic, which is the core message of the ministry. And through this rebirthing process that I'm going through as a result of this death and transformation and change in my life, this is for me on a very deep interpersonal level, as well as dealing with it in my immediate family. Dealing with it, professionally, because I did leave social media for a very long time. I stopped putting out YouTube videos. You saw me put out one or two here or there, but mostly, my old channel's gone. A lot of my old social media platforms that I had are gone. So I really went on the journey of the hermit for a while. And as a result, I got very serious and very, detached from that sacred wise child that's the important part of us that needs to remember how to play and have joy and experience pleasure, to be in a bliss state, an ecstatic state. And sometimes we have to go into a silent retreat to remember who we are. And that's why one of the main focuses of SoulFire Ministries is actually retreat, right? And being able to provide retreats for people and for different reasons, but specifically spiritually. And so we're going to be offering ordinations and degrees through the Seminary, which is SoulFire SoulFire Alchemy Academy. And I'm announcing memberships because we've already got some people signed up for that. And I just want to put it out there. So it's not prepared on the website yet, but if you're interested in coming to see me with any regular frequency, you're interested in learning more about shamanism, discovering your shamanic power, what that means for you, stepping into your spiritual sovereignty, discovering your sacred wise child, developing your intuitive abilities, healing yourself. That's what this work is all about. Becoming more in tune with earth frequencies and elementals. And that brings me to my point, because in my shamanic work over the years, I've discovered how important really it is to keep in contact with these energies and understand how they make up part of who you are and your soul self, right? Your soul, SOUL, soul self. And so sometimes, you have to have remembrance, remember yourself back into the family of nature, really. And, shamanism is an earth-based spirituality. Takes me right back to my roots, when I was young, and my refuge was down in the woods with the fairies and the creeks and the rivers, or whatever, the trees, the stars, my collection, my connection with the Pleiadian energies, the cosmic family, as we call them. So I just wanted to give you a short reminder today, above all else, because I have a lot of other things coming out. But I really felt impressed. I felt an impression upon myself today, especially after the class that I'm a part of, which is Sabian Alchemy, with James Burgess. I've mentioned him before, my mentor, over in Ireland. That I've been feeling this energy lately, and it's really been something that I've embraced in this rebirth process that I'm going through. To remember that your happiness, you got to find out what that is for you. But for me, it's all about the butterflies, the unicorns, the rainbows, the hearts, the magic, and the sparkles. So you got to find yours. That's where mine is. It's a little reminder to you. Have you found your crown? I don't know where mine's back there somewhere. You can't see it for the light, but it's there. And all of my, not all of them, I got some of my sacred objects downstairs with our community shrine, which you would see when you come in to see me. Oh, and that brings me to another point. March 3rd is going to be our next event for our SoulFire services that we're doing, Shaman Talks, SoulFire Talks. And that's where we just get together and discuss all of these things that you hear me talk about, that you've heard me talk about for years. And we expand and we explore and we journey. We take journeys into this deep inner part of ourselves, and we understand our connection to the wider world and all things mystical, all things of the hidden and the unknown, all things that when we want to take out of the mystery, things that we realize should be left to the greater mystery. And there's a little bit of that in everything, right? This circular path that we walk on, wheels within wheels, just like Ezekiel said. So, yeah, that's so funny to me, the way that I was raised. You don't go out and get a PhD and a doctorate and then come on the YouTube channel and talk about the butterflies, the unicorns, the rainbows, the fairies, and the sparkles. But I do, y'all, because Saturn and Leo has a lot of discipline and rules and very teachery energy around the Leo energies. But also, Leo is where our connection to the sacred wise child is truly embodied by the sun. But I do think that Jupiter helps with that endeavor. And really, it's about the whole entire planetary body singing and finding that song that is the song of your soul. And that will sing you home every time. It will sing you into your joy. It will sing you into your strength. And that, my friend, is what Appalachian SoulFire Shamanic Arts is all about, is finding the art path that sings us home. It sings us to our soul home, our paths, our journeys, the power of 7, the Elven Star symbol. And maybe have some news to share about that in the future, near future. I'm looking forward to sharing. So, yeah, don't forget your connection, whatever that means to you. So leave me a comment below. Tell me what your connection is to your sacred wise child. What is it for you that keeps you connected and playful and joyous and sings your soul home, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and your wisdom? That's why it's the sacred wise child. Okay. Now, I wish you all a very good day and a blessed week. And I hope to see you out. If you're near around the Knoxville area and can make it down East Tennessee, hope to see you on March 3rd. You have to register for the events. You can go to the website at soulfiremultiversity.com. You can also get there through bethsoulfire.com. If you want to check out Appalachian Soulfire Shamanic Arts Project, go to the ministry. That is soulfireministries.net. Okay, links below. And until the next time, I will see you on the flip side.